What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming at you today with some more Destiny, and today we're going to be continuing our new player guide where we are going from level 1 to 20 through the campaign in Destiny. And of course I got my hunter here. You can see we are now level 10, and last time we left off we were on the moon, so we are going to continue with the moon today. Kind of take a look at where we're at here. You can see we've done the first two moon story missions, the Dark Beyond and the World's Grave. We've got 3 of the 5 golden chests on the moon, which I've been trying to show you guys as I go through these story missions. Now we have Chamber of Night, and we also have the Sword of Crota. Now Chamber of Night's a level 8 story, Sword of Crota is a level 7. If you're going to play these in order, you would do Sword of Crota first. Chamber of Night is actually going to be the final story mission on the moon, so I like to save that one for last. And then we have a strike on the moon we'll unlock in a little bit, and also another mission called the Shrine of Oryx, which we will do later on. Depending on if I have enough time in this video, I may go ahead and knock out 2 of these missions at once. But for today, we're going to go with the Sword of Crota. So go ahead and select that one there. And again, you can do this on level 7 or level 11. You get a little bit more experience and more enemies, more tougher enemies. For the purpose of this guide, though, of course, this is educational. We're going to just stick it on normal. And we're going to go into it here. And this is one of the more fun missions in Destiny. This is actually one of my top 3 or 4 favorite missions to do the first time I played through the campaign. A lot of fun can be had in the Sword of Crota. This will also give you a little bit of training with the sword that you can use later on in the Crota raid. So we're going to head to the moon at warp speed. And just a little reminder, guys, when you are running these early missions, make sure you're stopping at the tower each day when you get on and grabbing those bounties, because you turn those bounties in, it's going to help you level up a lot faster, help you get to level 20 a lot faster, which is our ultimate goal.
Guarded by the swarm princes. If you face them and steal the sword,
so we're going to fight the swarm princes and get the Sword of Crota. So here we are, we're at the moon. And we're going to spawn in here.
The only way to destroy the sword is to kill its makers, the Swarm Princes. One of them is said to guard a ritual site near the Hellmouth. We'll challenge him first.
Okay, we'll go challenge him first. Alright, so we're going to jump on our Sparrow. And we're going to head towards the Hellmouth. Just going to drive through here and head back this way. Now, we haven't actually been to the Hellmouth area yet. I believe this is going to be our first time heading out this way. So I'll point some other things out to you guys as we go. Now, if you missed it in the first moon video, the first gold chest is actually going to be over here. If you might have grabbed the other two, you may not have grabbed this one yet. It will be right here between these 2 rocks. So if you missed that first time, be sure to grab that on your way by. Alright, we're going to move on here. And we're going to come out to the Hellmouth. This is very,
the ritual site is up ahead.
Got a really nice view. Now, I'm not sure if they call it the Hellmouth because of the giant hole in the ground over here, or because of the giant gaping maw in the moon over here with all the fire and everything. Which, unfortunately, you cannot go over there and look at that. That's really something I think looks really cool. I wish you could actually go over there and check that out. Now, you got a couple little dilapidated old bases scattered around here. You'll deal with those during patrol mode. Sometimes they'll summon a Blade of Crota in that building right there. And then if you come forward a little bit, you've got a little area down here that overlooks the pit. Sometimes there will be some hive guys there hanging out. And you'll find helium filaments and also treasure chests scattered along through here. Actually, I'll show you a couple spots real quick. Just if you're coming through here for the first time, always check out along the rim here. Sometimes you'll find a treasure chest there. Sometimes there'll be one in there, and then there's a cave over here you can check as well. And the only reason I point this out, guys, is these chests can be kind of valuable at early stages. They can give you some gear and some glimmer. Later on in the game, after you hit level 20, sometimes they will contain blue engrams, strange coins, even ascendant shards. Most light, they can contain a lot of items. So it's always good to grab those on the random chance you might get something really good. All right, so we're gonna come up here to this little spot. You can see they've got this little ritual area here. As soon as you walk down here, it'll go ahead and trigger the event. You can see the radar there is lighting up as the come all the hive. acolytes come out here and try to get me. I think someone was... These guys are not too bad. You can take them out pretty easily. Now a Hive Major Knight is going to come out. He's going to be the first Swarm Prince. There he is right there. Bannock the Ur Prince. Take him down. Swap out to my sniper. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Headshots are good here if you can hit him with some headshots. He's got that really nasty boomer shot there that can kill you pretty quick, but there he goes. Now you guys will notice up on the right it says impact shards. I actually have a bounty to collect 200 impact shards on the moon, and that's one they give you when you're first starting the moon. It makes it pretty nice to, you can come up here and actually, God, I'm a terrible shot right now. It's a pretty good bounty you get when you're running the moon. It's very easy to finish, and you can use that to level up a little bit. You see Relic Harvest on the moon. Alright, so we got the first guy down. Now we are going to proceed to into the Hellmouth. Grab these helium coils. Always grab resources when you're out in the wild. It makes things a lot easier later on in the game if you have a little stockpile built up already. Because even though farming is not used as much anymore in the game, you are still going to need those materials. Of course, all these guys are hiding. And I'm a terrible shot. Still trying to get used to a little bit higher sensitivity level on the game, so getting ready for Iron Banner next week. Alright, so we're going to head in here. Take out these acolytes. Now there's a cave here. You sometimes will find a chest back in here with skeletons. The chest can also spawn up on top. It can spawn up there. It can spawn in the corner over here. A couple different spots that can be at. Now you got a couple of knights in here. Normally these are just going to be regular level 6 knights. Every so often there will be a hallowed knight in here that you can take down. If I can aim, I'll be able to take it down. Alright, so we're going to proceed further down. You also use this map for the couple other missions on the moon you'll see later on.
To unsettle you, but I'm tracking the sword by the light of the guardians it's killed. It's further below.
Come down this way to the gatehouse. You have this area here. There's some acolytes, and I believe there's a knight in the back. Most of this is just some acolytes here you have to deal with. There he is. Behind me. Ugh. They always seem to dodge like right at the most opportune moments. I can't tell you how many times I've been doing the Omnigul strike and I've got her like she finally stands still and I'll throw like a grenade or something at her and she just instantly like dodges. It's like the Matrix. She just knows. The enemy AI in this game is it's just weird. Sometimes it's crafty, sometimes it's terrible. You're gonna get a bunch of thralls and spam right here. They're gonna come running out at you. I gotta reload my damn weapon. If you have to backpedal, go ahead. These guys can take you down pretty quick. If you have a fusion, that's a good spot for a fusion rifle. But I have my sniper equipped, so I wasn't really ready for that. And with only a 6-round hand cannon, that can be kind of difficult to deal with. So now we're just gonna clear out these guys. And I do have a super. I always forget I have my super. It's just a bad habit. So, turn on my golden gun. That's a good shot there. Alright, you got a wizard that'll pop up here. You know what, of course my machine gun's not loaded either. Very ill-prepared. Quick tip for heavy weapons. Always make sure you got something when you pick up that ammunition and you're not in battle that you load it up and make sure you're fully charged on your magazine there. Alright, so we'll kill these last few guys, then we will get to the fun part of this game, or to this level.
Grab the sword.
Yeah, that is the Sword of Crota. Pick up the relic. That's what they call it here. Now this is going to give you the Sword of Crota. You're going to go into kind of a melee third-person mode. Tapping your right bumper gives you a 3. You can do a 3 attack slash there. If you tap it twice and hit your heavy melee, you do a slash, big powerful slash at the end. You can also just do a standard slam. The first time I did this mission, I didn't realize you could use anything besides the slam, and I just smashed everyone. You also get a super with your sword. If you want to use that, you can also still throw grenades when you have your sword. Just hit your grenade button. Now, if you hit Y to switch weapons, you'll end up dropping the sword. I believe you can still finish this map without using the sword. But it's just so much fun to run around with this thing like you're a freaking Jedi and just destroy everything with it. We got a weapon drop there, Suros. Now, the third person can get be a little difficult to control at first. It takes some getting used to, but this is a good practice mission for the raid, the new Crota raid later on, because you will have to use this sword to kill Crota. So it's very good if you need some practice with that. This is a good mission to come to and use. Learn how to do the techniques. So there's that slash.
Lots of movement.
Move.
All around us.
Thralls, I usually like to let these guys bunch up. Now here comes the first knight. This is their prince. I usually save my super for these guys. You see it knocks them back, and then you can slash on them. They will enrage. Now one thing I will say, these guys can kill you very quickly, so there's no shame in retreating if you get down to your red there. When you come play this on the later levels, it's kind of a joke. You can pretty much smash these knights like nothing, but on these early levels, you are very fragile. So if you want to just see, you can do a lot more damage just doing the slash. You do get a little bit of a stagger there. It knocks them back sometimes, but they can still take you out pretty quick. So if you get down in the red and you're afraid you might die, then just go ahead and back off. Found some boots there. These guys out. Here comes the last. There are 3 of these guys to take out. I'm going to wipe out some of these enemies so I'm not as crowded as he's coming after me. A little too hairy. Get some health recharged here. Oh, there he is. He's on the left side. Alright, so we're going to whack him with super. Just chop him down. Alright, here we go. 3 of 3, and when you kill him, the rest of the enemies on the map will disappear.
Sword is gone.
And you're pretty much done.
They say that was
a really quick mission. Looking at our time here, I think we've got time to cram in another mission on this video. So once we get to orbit here, we will go into our next moon mission here. And you can see this chain, it's moving. I wonder what's down there. You can't really see, it's just a black space there. Alright, so let's see if we got anything decent. Alright, we got a shotgun and a pair of gloves. See if those are any good when we get out to orbit here. Alright. Let's see, we got a Suros, we got a Valka SR2 scout rifle, that's an 81 attack. It's got a really small magazine. And then we got a Suros JPS 20 pulse rifle. I'll tell you what, I may try the pulse rifle for a little bit, but we'll keep our hand cannon just in case. These are actually a little bit more powerful than our hand cannon. You can see that's level 8. And we got another sniper, that's 81 attack. It's actually better than what I'm using. But this is a quicker firing, lower impact sniper. Those aren't the greatest, although we can try it out. We got level 81 Void Fusion Rifle. I think for the next, well, it depends what the next stage is. We'll decide what we're going to do. And I got this Butcher SA3. It's an uncommon rocket launcher, but I can't use that till level 11. I got that at the Cryptarch. Let's see, level 40. We'll go ahead and swap to that new gear. And we've got 35, 36. And we've got an engram for another pair of boots. We'll save that until we get back to the tower. And then I believe also in that map we got a blade shards, which you can take these to the Vanguard and they'll let you pick another item. At this point it's going to be something that's probably under our level, but we'll check that out here in a little bit. And now, one other thing I will mention, when you do hit level 10, if you have that Vanguard Armory unlocked at the tower, and I'll show you this when we go back to the tower. I haven't been using it because I'm not sure, you know, some people may not have that. It was a pre-order bonus from the original game. But the Vanguard Quartermaster has a special set of uncommon weapons for you when you're level 5 and when you're level 10. He also sells a helmet that's uncommon. And it's a little bit better gear than what you can get at level 10. So if you have that option available to you, I strongly suggest going to the Vanguard Quartermaster and trying that out. Alright, so you can see here we unlocked the summoning pits, level 12 strike. So obviously we're not quite there yet, and we do have the Shrine of Oryx at level 8. I think we'll go ahead. Patrol mode has been unlocked for a while. We just haven't gone into patrol mode yet. And we will go ahead. I think we'll go ahead and do the Shrine of Oryx. Level 8 normal. Let's see what the hard level is. Level 12. Yeah, that's a little bit too much for us right now. Now, guys, the biggest difference in when we're talking about level, why I mentioned these, when you are a higher level than the enemies, you do more damage. When you're even level, it's like a break-even point, and when you're under-leveled, you do a lot less damage. There's a specific percentage. I want to say it's like 15% per level. And so if you're going into those missions under-leveled, it can really be a big hindrance, unless you've got some other players on your team with you who are higher level. So that's why I always suggest, you know, go ahead. Don't. And if you're really good at the game and you want to play on the higher difficulty, go right ahead. But, you know, just if it's your first time through and you're just running it, you know, that's why I suggest just take it easy, play it on the regular difficulty. You know, we're just trying to get through the campaign. We're not trying to show off or just be ultimate badasses. We're just trying to, you know, get the campaign finished so we can move on to the real meat and potatoes of the game, which is the end game of Destiny. Alright, so we're going to head down to the Shrine of Oryx.
There is a shrine
This
here,
fancy new pulse rifle. We'll see how I like this.
We should try to destroy it.
Alright, so we've got to go back into the Hellmouth here. You can see we spawned in a different area of the moon. We actually spawned in the Hellmouth area. This will happen every so often. Usually you'll spawn in that spot way back at the beginning where you can see the Earth, but you know what? I kind of like this pulse rifle. It's got a nice fire rate. One thing that drives me nuts on some of the pulse rifles you get later in the game is the fire rate on them is just terrible. As I miss another throwing knife. I'm like the worst player ever with a throwing knife. Alright, so we're going to head back here. You're going to have a couple of knights. Anytime that knight throws up that shield, if you're not going to go up to him and try to melee him from the side, it's a good time to reload and just zero in on him, because when he drops that shield, you can pop him with a quick headshot. Take him out before he knows what's happening.
Heavier than normal. Something's got them worked up.
Alright, so they're actually fallen in this mission. I'm going to use my ether seeds here, because I am trying to save up Glimmer. If you guys didn't know, Glimmer is actually shared across all of your characters on your account. So it's easy to run out of it, because you'll have a lot, say on your main maybe, then you jump down and play a different character, and you upgrade weapons and start buying stuff, and then you realize, oh hey, where'd all my Glimmer go? It is shared across all 3 characters on your account, so keep that in mind. And I'm trying to start saving up Glimmer for Iron Banner next week, because the weapons and the armor cost an arm and a leg. It's like 9,000 Glimmer for an armor piece, like 11.5 thousand Glimmer for a weapon. So I'd like to just do the grind now while I'm running through the campaign and start saving some Glimmer up. Now, there's these guys you gotta watch out for. This mission has got a ton of these freaking Vandal snipers, and these guys are ridiculous. Their reload speed is really quick, and they have that wire rifle that they never miss with. And they will take you out. 2 to 3 hits usually is all it takes for them to ruin your day. And of course, the Servitor. Anytime these enemies get in trouble, they immediately just run for the nearest, whatever they can hide behind, or you can take them down. See, there he goes again. We're just having some trouble here. Clearing out these drags. I think we're just going to take our time, though. We're not going to rush it. Especially playing a Hunter, because you're not as durable as a Titan. I'm so used to playing a Titan and being able to just run up to everybody and punch them right in the face. So it takes a little getting used to running the Hunter. Warlocks, too, you have a little bit more durability and damage mitigation, so The hunter is just, in PvE, it's a little bit more fragile, so you have to play it a little bit more strategically, a little bit slower paced. Same thing here. You're going to have a couple of vandals that have the sniper rifle that they're going to try to pin you down. Just hang out here behind this cover. Try to take him out quick there. Got those shanks. Now, if you want, if you're a completionist, there's a wizard and some other enemies back there. You can. And I fail with throwing knife again. Just stop shooting me with your sniper and stab you in the face. But you can go back in there if you want to. Like you see there, you can clear those guys out. If not, just come down here on foot. And I'm going to actually switch over to fusion rifle here. We're going to get into some melee some close range combat in this next room.
If I translated these fallen,
You have to take out a fallen baron. He is actually a major, so you're going to need a little bit better firepower in here. You got a couple of stealth vandals that'll come over that door on the left. You know, if you can take them both out, go ahead. If not, one of them will probably try to sneak up on you. So be mindful of that. There goes our... Okay, there's one stealth vandal back there, and our major is hiding back there. He is. See, is he going to come all the way up? Nope, he's going to backpedal. As soon as you start damaging him, he will backpedal and just hide like crazy. As soon as that fallen cab, when they have their shield up, they're real, like, they just get all up in your face, like, what's up, man? But the minute you take down that shield, these guys, like, look at that. Every time I even try to get aim on. See, now he's got his shield up, he's going to come back at me. I get his shield down, and he's going to actually stand there and shoot him this time. That's kind of funny. Usually when that shield drops on these fallen captains, they will run like crazy. And actually, yep, see, there he goes. Now we're going to have to go after him. With the fusion rifle. Take him out.
Got him. That's one less baron to worry
There we
about.
go. Finally got a throwing knife. Alright, so we're going to head down here now.
These tunnels go on for miles. We'll never explore them all.
Try to find the Shrine of Oryx.
I don't even want to know what they're keeping down there.
Now, from what I understand in terms of reading the lore of Destiny, Oryx is one of the Hive's, like, major gods. Crota, I believe, is his son. You'll find other enemies, and there's, like, celebrants of Oryx, servants of Oryx that you'll come across. So, Oryx is apparently somebody pretty big in the Hive, I guess in terms of you talk about their deities, he's, you know, their mythology, whatever you want to call it. He's pretty high up on the list, I'm guessing. Not sure if we'll ever actually see him, considering that the Dark Below had a lot to do with the Hive, and we didn't really get to see him at all. We only learned that Crota is his son. Guessing they're saving him for, like, Destiny 2, or maybe this expansion pack that's coming out in September. Oh, and some other Destiny news. You guys are watching this. Just announced the other day, the writer from Guild Wars 2 is actually one of their lore writers. Has actually left. It is coming to work on Destiny. So that will be interesting. Alright, so you're going to take a left here. We're going to head further down into the Hellmouth.
These fallen are just as crazy
Yeah,
as
you
we
get
are.
to a darkness zone here where if you die, you basically have to start over again. So be kind of mindful of that. Just going to take these guys out. There's going to be both Fallen and Hive in here. Just kind of strategically move through here, take these guys down. There's a knight up here. He's not too bad. He plays on the harder difficulty, so he'll be a major. Let's use our fusion rifle to take these guys out. That's one of the things I do enjoy. The campaign does get a little repetitive in this game, and after you've done it a couple times, you kind of don't want to do it again. But I do enjoy the fact that you get to use so many different weapons. You get to try out a lot of... You kind of figure out your playstyle early, you know, what you like. You get to try out all the different guns. Because they're all pretty viable during the campaign. Now, once you get to endgame, you know, you're obviously going to have the choice of the legendaries and the exotics, and those, you know, are a whole different ballgame. in terms of what you want to use, in terms of what's most effective. So enjoy the campaign when you're playing it, because you do get to do a lot of, you know, fun and mix and match with weapons. Alright, so we're going to go up into this next room here. Now there's a wizard in the back here. I can't remember if she's a major on this level of the campaign. She's just a regular. Okay, that's not too bad. These acolytes here. And she'll come right over. These wizards do until they lose their shield, then they run away like crazy. Take her out real quick there. Take out wizards as soon as you can in any game, any strike, whatever you're doing. If there's a wizard, make it your priority, because they will make your life absolutely miserable if you don't. Alright, got some more heavy ammo. This time, let's make sure, okay, we're loaded up and ready to go. I'm going to actually switch back up to my sniper. Take this one here. Sniper will come in handy for the boss fight in this level. There actually is a boss fight for this level. One of the few times on the move. We get a boss fight here and also in the next mission.
There's the shrine. Find a way through.
So here you're going to come in. There's a bunch of fallen in here. There's also going to be some hive towards the back. Guys out. Behind me there? Yes. Alright, so we're going to clean out these acolytes. Now you will get some thrall that spawn up here. Throwing knife. Gotta love that throwing knife. That's one of the fun things about playing the hunter. Sidonia AR2. This is the one I think it is. This is pretty good. It's just one of those. Actually, the stability is not very good on that, so we're not gonna use it. Now, when you get to this spot right here, there, you hear that scream. There's gonna be an ogre. This is where your sniper rifle comes in handy. Ogres are not a huge problem at this stage of the game, but when you play later on in the end game, ogres are something you want to prioritize. They can kill you very quickly. And he usually spawns some thralls. Where the thralls went, did I kill him? I guess I did. I don't see him. But I like to use my sniper, take him out, you know, as soon as he shows up. He's got that purple Death Star laser out of his face that will take you down really quick. But ogres can be a big pain later on, especially if they are a major. They can kill you quick and they take a lot of damage. Alright, so we got through that part pretty easily. Now you get to this tunnel up here, you are going to get a big spawn of thrall coming through the door up here, so I always prematurely chuck a little grenade and take some of them out that way. There's also a knight back there. There he is. Boomer knight there, so you can take him out from a distance. And then if you guys, there's a dead ghost in this pile of ash or whatever this is right here the first time you come through, so make sure you grab that. Alright, here we are. This is the Shrine of Oryx. And I'm blowing through all my sniper ammunition, which is not good. I'm going to take out these couple of acolytes, take these guys out.
Let me out under the shrine. I'll look for a weakness.
I wish I had some more sniper ammo, because it comes in handy here. Alright, so you're going to deploy Ghost down here.
It's tethered to a power far beyond the edge of the system. I just find a way to break the link.
Now what I like to do is I start off on top of this little pillar here, because the boss is going to come right out of this door, and he's going to have some minions and some adds with him. As soon as that door starts to open, toss a grenade. That will hopefully clear out there's a couple thralls, some acolytes. You can see there it didn't really kill all of them. Now later on in the game, there's a lot of acolytes back there. Usually, okay, now when he first pops out of there, he's going to have an immune timer on him, so you're not going to be able to damage him right off the bat. Kind of just back off. Like I said, if you have a sniper, try to hit him in the head with it. It's a good strategy. He's got that boomer cannon. It's really... I lost my throwing knife there. Crap. You see, he can hit you a couple times and you're like pretty much dead. But a good spot to kind of chill out is back in his back area if you don't hit him with your sniper right off the bat. Now the hive will come up here and find you. And the longer you take in this mission, you see a wizard flew by there. It will spawn wizards, it will spawn more thrall, and just make your life a pain in the butt. So the faster you can take him out, if you got rockets, whatever, you just concentrate on headshots and he'll go down pretty quick. You know, if the mobs become too much of a problem, then back off and take out some mobs. And he dropped a bunch of green ammo, so that's good. Try to get him with my sniper here before. Alright, there we go. Like I said, headshots. Alright, so he goes down. Usually we'll drop the Black Wax Idol or something else that you can trade in at the Cryptarch. So then you're going to sit here and just shoot the orb there until it explodes. There you have it, guys. That is the Shrine of Oryx.
We severed their connection. The shrine, it was communing with something out there. Their god, or king, well, not anymore. Whatever
well, we know it was Oryx,
who's
one of their gods, so we'll see if that is going to have any ramifications for later on in Destiny. I guess we'll find out someday. But that's a pretty good mission, pretty fun mission overall. A lot of different mechanics, and you actually do get a boss fight at the end, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we got a pair of boots, and we got a Shard of the Shrine. That's another Vanguard thing we can turn in to get some gear, along with the one we got last mission. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the tower now and see what's available for us. Let's see, we got another pair of boots, that's level 36. Same as what we have, so we're just going to dismantle those. Okay, I'm not going to use this. I may still try that scout rifle, so I'll hang on to it. And we still can't use that. Okay, so you guys can see here, ooh, I need 300 more experience. Shard of the Shrine, taken from the broken Shrine of Oryx. Perhaps the Vanguard will find some clue. Fragments of a Swarm Prince Broken Blade. Return these to Vanguard Mentors. Prove for your success. So those will both be trade-in items we're going to give to the Vanguard. And they are going to give us something. You see we got a mail package as well. So that's probably going to be another bounty for the moon. Usually when you progress to a certain point, they give you a patrol bounty. They also give you a bounty to take on Fogoth, who is the boss of the Moonstrike. So we will see what that's about, and then we'll be getting towards the end here. So we're actually almost finished with the moon. The moon goes by surprisingly quick. I don't think it's meant to be. It's meant to be kind of a short part of the game, but it's one of the, in terms of the overall game right now, the moon is like one of the hot spots. It's got, the hive. So far, most of the stuff we've been doing has been dealing with the hive. They've kind of got the spot as the star villain race in the game right now, at least until House of Wolves comes out. Then it will take on more of a fallen tone, with a little bit of the Vex mixed in from what I've been reading on House of Wolves. So we will see what happens. Of course, we got a long time to wait for House of Wolves. Alright, so here we are in the tower. We got all kinds of fun little green icons. So first we're going to stop and check the mail. And we got, ooh, 2 bounty leads. Okay, we'll grab both of these. We'll head up to see Xander, see what he's got for us. We have one, okay, yep, defeat Fogoth, the Untamed in the Summoning Pits. That's the one I was talking about. And kill 100 enemies with precision damage. Okay, that's doable. And we're going to also turn in our other bounty. And you can see we've got gold tier in public events. Also, we have melee kill 30 enemies. That's pretty easy. We'll grab those. If you guys want to play some Crucible early on, you can also grab some Crucible bounties there. You can see we are almost level 11. Okay, so we're going to head downstairs and collect a reward from the Vanguard, which is, you know, we'll see if we can use it. I don't think we're going to be able to. It's going to be anything that's going to be useful for us, but we'll see. Alright, so the Sword of Crota, we have the option of a level 5 helmet, which you can see is already a little worse than what we have. Level 5 arms, which are the same as what we have, except it's got discipline. And a level 5 chest. 28 strength. That's going to help melee. I'm actually going to take the arms.
This has a few good tricks in it.
Then we got a mission reward. You will be remembered as the Shrine Breaker, Bane of the Hive. We have an arms requisition. This is for the gunsmith. So that is going to basically let us get another weapon. And let's see what he's got in terms of gear. He does have... Ooh, that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and buy that chest piece. He's got a couple more, level 12.
You watch yourself.
Alright, so we're going to equip... Just bought that new chest piece. We're going to equip that. Get rid of the old one. Put our new arms on. Get rid of the old one. Oh, that's cool. I like that camouflage. See, that's the thing about the early levels, too. You get so much cool-looking armor. And then when you get to the later level, level 20, it's just like everybody looks the same. It's kind of blah. So that's another thing to enjoy about the campaign, is you are going to get some more unique-looking items. So that's something that's nice. I really hope that they work on getting something into endgame where we can look more unique besides just having different shaders. Okay, let's head up to the gunsmith. Page 44.
What do you need?
Alright, so we got a choice of 4 primary uncommon weapons. We have Sidonia AR3. You see this is 91 and 99 attack. Even though this is level 6, this is better than the level 10 weapon we currently have. This is a pretty solid auto rifle. I use this a lot when I'm my Titan when I played through the game. We have the Trax Malice 3. This is a very good scout rifle. Magazine size is a little bit down. Rate of fire is kind of slow. Impact and range are very good. Psi Tempest 3 is a pretty good pulse rifle. Pretty good size magazine there. And then we have Maverick Mark 32. As much as I like hand cannons, I would ignore this one because it only has 4 rounds, and that's just going to be a pain to use. So since I've been using mostly pulse rifles and scout, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Sidonia AR3 and try that out. Let's see what else Banshee's got. He has a level 10 Void, pretty much the same as what... See, like this here, the Searcher Mark 20, it's just a 3-round hand cannon. Just ignore those. Those are completely useless. But, okay, so we got our reward from Banshee. We're going to go ahead and equip that. It's Sidonia AR3. We can go ahead and get rid of these because they're not going to be used anymore. I'm even going to get rid of this hand cannon. So we got the Sidonia AR3. It's got a nice stability. That's going to be really good. That'll come in handy. Alright, pretty cool. So we got some pretty decent gear. Now I do have that engram. I'm going to go ahead and save that until I hit level 11, so it'll be a better gear roll on that for me. But otherwise, that's going to be it for the tower. Now let me show you guys what I was talking about real quick about the Vanguard Quartermaster. We looked at him at level 5, and now we're going to I'll show you what he's got at level 10.
Welcome to the armor.
Alright, so this top row again, if you have the pre-order bonus, the Vanguard Armory, you're going to have a whole set of different weapons here you can get. You got the Carte Blanche S1, which is an auto rifle. You can see it's pretty similar to that Sidonia we just picked up. It's not that much better. It does have a little bit less stability, actually. You have a 7-round hand cannon. That's pretty solid. You got a shotgun. Pretty good sniper rifle. I actually would buy that if I wasn't trying to play this without buying these weapons, because you guys may not have them. And then again, you've got the helmet here, which is pretty solid. So he's got a few things you might want to check out if you have that perk unlocked. It is a pretty good way to get some decent gear as you're playing the initial stages of the campaign. Now, unfortunately, he does not sell anything after level 10. I thought he would have something at 15. He doesn't, and there's nothing at 20 either. Just checking out ships here to see if she's got anything cool. Doesn't look like it. This is actually right here one of my favorite ships. Just love the way that looks. For a common ship, that's one of the cooler ones, I think.
Thanks.
But anyways, guys, I have this video's gone on a little bit too long, but we took you through 2 story missions on the moon. I hope that was very helpful for you guys playing the game for the first time. Hope you got some, got some tips and tricks out of that. Help you get through it a little bit easier. Next time we are going to probably finish the moon completely in terms of the story, and I'll probably do a little moon patrol to level up a little bit. I do want to try to take on that Phogoth strike, despite how bad the Devil's Lair strike attempts went. I think the Phogoth strike is a little bit worth it to try to run, because you can actually get some rare blue level gear out of it to help you before you go off to the next planet. So we'll try that again and see how that works. Anyways, guys, this is Technoviking 23. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, and I will see you guys again next time.